Stories in today's video. 1. Update. I, 30F, want to discuss moving in with boyfriend, 34 meters, but we have a significant difference in income. 2. Girlfriend, 25F, dislikes my 30 meters relationship with my baby sister, 10F. 3. Update. I, 30F, am sitting in the back of my RV as my husband, 32M, rants about how lovely the trip would be if I hadn't joined him. Op. Thanks for all the advice. I ended up broaching the topic last week. As mentioned in the first post, both my boyfriend and I have been hinting around the topic but hadn't directly discussed it. I was still on the fence about bringing it up myself when my boyfriend made a comment about how he's excited for us to live together one day. I just responded with, "Well, did you want to? My lease is up in July." And he said that he did. It was before work when it happened, so we left it at that for the day and got together that evening to work out details. I expressed to him at that point that while I would love living with him, that my concern was that I wouldn't be able to contribute equally and I didn't want him feeling taken advantage of. He in turn expressed that he'd never want to put me in a bad position financially and that we could easily figure out something that would be fair while still putting me in a better financial position. We ended up deciding we'd go with a lump sum monthly that I'll pay to him to cover all the costs, rather than splitting bills. The monthly amount he offered at first I actually upped because I didn't think he was being fair to himself, and it was still less than what I pay now. He seemed happy with that and it definitely works for me. He keeps mentioning how excited he is to move in together, and came to my apartment last week to help me clean for photos to show it. We're deciding together what we'll keep out of my furniture versus his, what we'll get rid of and what we're going to store. He's also mentioned a couple renovations he wants to get done around the condo, so we're going to go together to pick stuff out and make it a summer project. Smiley face. TLDR. Boyfriend gave me an opening to ask about moving in, so I seized it. All went well and we'll be moving in together in June. Edit. Wow, this really blew up. Thanks to everyone for the super kind words. To address the most common comment here, we did discuss splitting proportionally but ultimately decided to go with a lump sum. I definitely see benefits to proportional splitting, but for where we are right now and my financial situation, I prefer a lump sum. It's still significantly less than what I'm paying now, and it won't fluctuate as the weather changes, so I can count on what I owe monthly not changing. Many people have mentioned chores as well. My boyfriend and I tend to do chores together. I mean, right now with two separate places we each have our things that are more our responsibility, but when I've stayed with him for a stretch of time we've just balanced together. He doesn't know how to cook but wants to learn, so we cook meals together and then clean up together. We will each have our own washroom at his place. I've already taken over the main washroom and he uses the ensuite. He volunteers at a local animal shelter once a week, so those days I clean and cook if I'm around. But generally speaking, we just treat doing chores as an opportunity to spend time together and be productive. I am very close to my baby sister. We share a father, but not a mother. My dad is kinda a flighty guy. As a result, I'm more of my sister's dad than he is. I have her so often that I have a 2-bedroom condo and every house hunting venture lately considers her. My girlfriend of 6 months doesn't like that she's always at my house, that she has a room, or that I do her laundry. My girlfriend was putting sheets on my bed and there was a pair of my sister's underwear that fell out of them, obviously tangled in the dryer. She lost it. She was saying our relationship is weird and I have to stop having my sister so much. Honestly, that's not gonna happen. I love that girl, and I'm basically her dad. So I need advice in telling my probably soon-to-be ex that. TLDR girlfriend is jealous of the time I spend with my little sister and basically insinuates it's inappropriate. How do I tell her to chill? More importantly, how do I keep her from telling other people that? Edit. We did sort of fight when she said that. I told her my sister is the age I was when my mom died and I had to go live with my dad full time. I wouldn't wish that on any child. She knows my mom died horribly and I think she knows the impact it's had on me. Side note. Edit. All you ladies telling me taking care of my sister is hot or too sweet. If only you existed in real life. My first post is the TLDR of the first post is that I bought an RV with my money so I could write, travel in it while husband is away for business. Husband insisted on taking the RV with him without me. I convinced him to let me come. Now he is ranting about how he doesn't want me on the trip while I sit in the back of the RV hating my life. I promised I would update, but things got very hectic and this is the first chance I have gotten. This whole situation makes me very emotional, so please forgive me if this post is not as coherent as I would like it to be. When I posted my first post, we were on the road in the RV and my husband was giving me the cold shoulder while he bitched at me from the driver's seat. You all had some great advice for me about what I should do, and I listened to a few people who suggested that he might be cheating on me. Tim had left his iPad in the back of the RV to charge while he drove. I'm not proud of this, but I was able to sneak his iPad into the bedroom while he was distracted by the road. He was logged into his email account and I quickly skimmed over his inbox but didn't find anything suspicious. I then had the idea to check his sent folder and found out that he had been chatting up his ex from college. It made me sick to my stomach to read the messages, but luckily they had not yet been physical. Translated from ChatSpeak, the message he had sent his ex was basically, "I can't wait to get my hands on you. It's been years since I felt that mouth. I'm excited." I was disgusted, but I tried to keep calm. We were on the road headed to another state and we planned on stopping at his mother's house. I knew that if his messages were in the sent folder, that meant that he had deleted them. Tim was not planning on being caught and was trying to hide his tracks. He wanted my RV so that he could take his ex around the state and have fun without leaving a credit card trace. I took photos of the emails and sent them to myself in order to preserve the evidence. I then went back to the front of the RV and acted as if everything was fine. I apologized, "Don't worry, I lied," for how I had acted and suggested that we ask his mom to help us work through this. Tim said that he was sorry and that he accepted my apology. He said he was looking forward to using the RV in the future and that he was glad I had come to see reason. I smiled and nodded, but on the inside I was cursing his existence. We made it to his mom's house and I made up an excuse about having to change because my clothes were wrinkled. Tim went inside without me and I started throwing all of his clothes and belongings into a trash bag. I then went inside the house and Tim was sitting with his mom in the kitchen. He asked me what I was doing with the bag and I told him that I was giving him his clothes so that I could leave. Tim then got angry and asked me what the F***ck was I doing and his mom was simply confused. She asked me what was going on and I told her, "I'm not sure myself." I'm waiting for Tim to explain why he was planning to cheat on me with his ex. Tim's mom then started to cry and yell at Tim while he tried to calm her down. I know Reddit does not have a lot of love for religion, but Tim's mother is a fundamentalist. She had loved me from the minute Tim introduced me to her and it would be an understatement to say that she was very upset with her adulterous son. Tim never tried to apologize to me, instead he chased after his mother saying he was sorry to her. This made her cry harder, because she knew that he wasn't even trying to make amends with me, he was just apologizing to her. She hugged me and told me to just go home and she would handle her son. I thanked her and took the RV keys from Tim. This ended up being a minor wrestling match, and left. I drove home crying, but at least I got rid of my *SS whole ex-husband. Tim called me the next day and begged me to come back to him. He said it was all a mistake, that he was sorry. I asked him why he didn't apologize at his mother's house, why he didn't say he was sorry when I was handing him his bag. I told him that he didn't care about cheating on me, that all he cared about was how bad it made him look to his family. He tried to explain himself, but I cut him off and hung up. I blocked him on all social media and haven't heard anything since. I have gotten a lawyer and have already started the divorce process. **TLDR***. Husband thought he could get away with cheating on me by using my RV. I found his emails, packed his bags, and left him at his mom's house. His mom took my side and has ripped into him since.